Yo, what is good, world? It's your boy Calvin Leroy King, the third of This, That, and the Third. And as always, I have my lovely co-hostess with the most by my side, Miss Reese Peasy, the one and only.
What up, y'all?
And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up for another exclusive segment of This, That, and the Third, starring my boy and yours, a friend of the show, Kid from Chicago Playground. And he brought a special guest today, Miss Demisha Burks from TT&TIII, which is a fashion brand that's located here in Chicago. Can we begin by slow clapping these young entrepreneurs in, please? On the real. So thank y'all for tuning in and turning up with us on the show right here on This and the Third. And first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Because I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Burks at the Black Ensemble Theater for the Creative Cyphers Comedy Night. And they were out there vending, and he had the Martin jackets, he had the OJ jackets, and then he introduced me to this beautiful queen, and she also has her own clothing line. So we want to hear more about what you got going on, who are you, the inspiration behind the brand, all that.
Awesome. So yes, as you Calvin discussed, mentioned that I have my own clothing brand, actually a fashion brand company, and TT&TIII. Nice. And the inspiration behind it was my son. That's where I actually got the name from, TT&TIII, just in case you didn't know.
That's little man's exact name, or is it
Jalen TIII.
Okay.
Yes. So we broke it down to TT&TIII, which is very important, signifies, a part of me. Right. The reason I decided to start my brand is because I just wanted to step out of the shadows of fear. Mm-hmm. I know, as I was saying before, I always wanted to be this model, my dreams of becoming this high fashion runway model or whatever. So I decided at this point, time was passing. I knew I wasn't going to walk that runway right now. Right. So I decided to tap into another market, which is just, the clothing, the whole fashion industry outside of the runway. Right. And then there we have the birth of TT&TIII, which will be a year. April 15th.
Oh man, coming up.
So where are you online clothing store? Do you have a location, and where are you aiming to go?
As of right now, I'm just e-commerce online. Okay. My ultimate goal of mine is to have my own storefront boutique. Okay. So that's where I'm aiming. I'm aiming to hit the whole international, market. At this point right now, it's about brand awareness for me. Just getting the name, getting the word, getting people familiarized with that name, TT&TIII.
That's what we and hopefully we'll be able to help with that on This, That, and the Third.
Now, before I saw in your bio, you said before you wanted, to do the modeling and the clothing thing, you were working where? Because you went into corporate, or what industry did you go into?
What journey? Tell us about the journey.
Oh, let me tell you about this. So it's just so funny to me because here I am, this chick who's always been in the education industry. Okay. So starting up, I've always worked at the high schools and things of that nature, elementary school districts.
Didn't we all?
Yeah. Seriously. But with that, it's always that sense even though I'm working here, I'm all for the kids, being an inspiration to them, but it comes to a point, what about me? I wasn't 100% happy because I knew I wasn't, everybody knowing that education industry, it's either you're going to be a teacher, a counselor, you're going to be a principal. So I knew I wasn't trying to go up that ladder. Right. So that's how, but at the same time, even though I was working in the education industry, I still was formulating my plan. Right. And that's what I did, formulate that plan, put it on paper, and execute it.
You got to write it down and make it simple. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, everybody under the sound of our voice, you got to make that thing plain. Yes. Not only because it it's an energy that's transferred from that idea to in your physical to writing it down, but it serves as a reminder for you. But it also gives you something to reference when people come and say, I want to help. How can I be there? You're like, here's the plan. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, here's the idea. Let me describe it over and over again. Exactly. That gets a little bit more abstract. So my question is kind of like the inspiration. So we know the inspiration behind the name. What's the inspiration behind the look? Because, it's swanky. It's swanky.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? What's the inspiration behind how you come up with your designs and your concepts?
Okay, well, basically, I wanted to go into more sort of a luxury lifestyle. I wanted to give people, everybody out here can't afford that Gucci, that Louis Vuitton. I know that's all week long, supposed to be, and I'm not knocking none of the brands. Love y'all.
White tees. I can't wait for the weather to break.
wanted to create a platform for men and women that you can still feel good, you can still look good, you can still look luxurious and elegant, and that's why I wanted to convey in my brand: luxury, lifestyle, elegance, chic, things of that nature. And I also want to tell a story through it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm longing to do right now as I continue to cultivate in my brand.
I'm clear.
So what all do you have? Do you have T-shirts? I know we're wearing some of your stuff.
Y'all see us?
Check it out.
Nice.
Take our
It's
picture.
good. And the material is really nice.
Screenshot this,
big
nigga.
on, like the material of shirts.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
very, very,
It feels
very
so
soft,
soft.
very
Yes.
inviting, very comfortable.
Nice.
Wanting
Very
something
comfortable.
soft to the skin. I know one thing for me is that when I put on clothes, I want it to feel good. Not only look good, but you want it to feel
Feel
good.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like with this shirt here that you're wearing, Reese,
Yeah.
I wanted something more so.
I'm just playing the shirt, baby. Come on, work with me.
You were up here with it.
I was a little bit lower than that. Go ahead.
I wanted something that was more breathable. Because, us as women in the summertime, we want to look good, but, with the sweating and perspiration,
Right, you
I
don't
want
want clinging to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing about that shirt is very breathable. So the air flows.
It is, but it clings right
just
where
right
you,
there,
yeah,
right where it
nice.
needs to be.
I see
You know?
that.
So it's just,
I'm just saying, I see that. I respect your design. This is for you. You
Me
wear it
too.
well. You design it well.
Where's your Me Too statement?
Me too.
Okay.
No, me too. Nice shirt. No, me too.
thank you.
real.
So that's what I look for. I just wanted to give the people what I look for when I'm shopping for myself, you know?
Now, your brand definitely speaks volumes about, the inspiration behind it, obviously in the name and the design and everything that goes into it. But also, your cosign. Not saying you need one, but it's pretty strong over here to your right.
Yes.
I do like so myself. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with her, man. Speak
Yeah,
to the
man.
why behind that, man. Because I know it's a lot of people that want to collab and work with you.
Oh, well, man, with her, it was just a win-win situation. I was really intrigued about her endeavors and her taking the initiative to want to be great, man. I got a real big thing on working and connecting with the like minds, as you know, and once the energy was able to synchronize within itself, bro, it was a win-win situation.
Right.
And I got a real big away with her. She came out to one of my events for the Make Africa Great Again tour.
Yeah.
So she came out, I did a nice presentation, and she called me up afterwards, and we sat down and had a meeting with her and her brother. That's part of the creative team with her, with Jay Damari.
Right.
And we scaled it out, bro, and kind of put some game plans together. I had them come out to New York for my fashion week with New York Fashion Week. And the rest been history, bro. Right. So now I'm just kind of mentoring them about the ins and outs of the game and letting my little 11, 12-year run kind of resonate within her and her brand.
And that's so dope to me, man, because a lot of times, man, and not saying it's us at this table, but some people get that taste of success and they like, it's all mine, it's all mine.
They
It's
don't
like,
reach back
bro,
to pull up.
pull me forward, bro. What are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
Exactly.
Like, your candle is not going to shine any less bright
Brighter.
because you helped me light mine.
Exactly.
See? And I
That's
love
right.
the fact that I embody that concept.
Yes.
Thank you.
What are like some things that people might not know about your journey, about your struggle, about your triumphs in life? Like, what are some things that people, some of those, what lies beneath type things?
If you look at me now, I would never put myself on a platform to be here speaking with you guys. As I stated before, when I state and I talk about living in the shadows of fear, I had a big fear of talking in public, engaging with other people, and a lot of times I was my own worst enemy. Self-doubt, not being motivated, never thinking I was good enough to be able to compete with others in this industry or whatever industry I wanted to be in. I've talked myself out of big opportunities due to me just being in fear. So when I made that determination to say, no more.
No more.
The rest was history,
Yeah.
So it's amazing because even my friends, they come to me, they be like, Mish, you have
Yeah, you blossom.
So
Blossom.
it's a beautiful thing, and it seems like now I feel like I should have just did it.
Yeah, you
long-
did a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
But
that's
you're doing
life.
it now.
That's
Yeah,
life. That's
so-
life. You can't focus on what coulda, shoulda, woulda. You
Exactly.
focus on what is and what's finna be on
Right.
the real. And to your point about that enemy, man, we're actually learning that, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. Man.
Right.
Like, it's going to be haters. It's
Yeah.
going to be depressions
Naysayers,
and
people,
economic downturns
yeah.
and all these other
Exactly.
things. But if you know in your knower who you are and what you were purposed here to
yeah.
be and do, sky's the limit.
Oh,
If
yeah.
that, sky's the flow.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Want to be
yes,
real.
Yes.
All right, man. So we definitely want to know how people can keep in tune with you, support the brand, and all those things. But before we get to that, we're going to play a little game. As is tradition on This, That, and the Third. It's called This, That, and the Third.
Okay.
And the rules are very simple. We're going to ask you 3 questions, and you just have to answer honestly and from the heart. You ready to play?
Okay, let's play this.
All right. Now, I know, this is this. I know that nobody likes to say, like, oh, well, we're like this brand or like that brand or anything like that. But we all grew up on brands.
Yeah.
We did.
What was kind of that brand that just spoke to you before you became an actual designer yourself?
Wow, it's a couple of them.
Yeah, you don't got limited to one. You can speak on them.
You know what?
Kenzo.
Kenzo, yes. You know, actually, yes. Yes, I love, absolutely love Kenzo.
Yeah.
Love everything he embodies. He's a Japanese designer,
Okay.
Internationally known.
I was asleep. I said, Haynes, fruit of the loom.
Everybody thought that was somebody from around the way.
I said, wait,
Like maybe she needs to
He said, just go in.
I saw her give me that look. Elaborate a little bit more.
Right. So, Japanese designer?
He's a Japanese designer, and he's a dope designer. And basically, one thing I like about him is that he brings that high fashion, but he's still, to me, more like that street artistic, bold, like not afraid to break barriers, you know, diversity. It's just, he's just all around just dope to me. So when I was building my brand and writing things down, I would just go back to him and say, man. You're just awesome, you know.
You inspire me to aspire to be me. Yeah, that's real.
So he was one of my top go-tos.
Okay, well, this is that.
Okay, so I know you have a son, and because you named your clothing line behind him. As a mom, what's one piece of advice you're going to give your baby about being an entrepreneur, or maybe following his passion?
To just stick with it. No matter what trials and obstacles that you go through, just always continue to stick, no matter what people tell you, because you're going to have people going against the grain to tell you, well, no, well, maybe you shouldn't do this, maybe you shouldn't do this, or just don't do it at all. But if it's your passion and that's something that you want to do, just go for it all the way and don't stop until you always complete whatever task that you have at hand.
Good answer. And this is the third. So in the world of Demisha Burks and in the line of J. Damari, what defines success in your opinion? What does success look like for the brand, for you, PIII? Like, what is success?
Success for me, I would have to say, is always remaining true to myself and the brand. Not conforming, you know, keep staying focused and things of that nature, and always eating the fish and spitting out the bones.
All right.
Shit, say that again.
Eat the fish and spit out the bones.
That sounds like some Tom and Jerry shit.
Wow. That's what I
Oh my God.
Damn fish head. Yeah. Okay, well, damn. Stay woke. Don't choke on the fish bones, nigga. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you.
Oh my God.
With the words of wisdom. I mean, it's the thing, man. Like, each one reach one, and I think it's just, you know, it's just beautiful. I'm not even finna badger y'all with words, but it's just a beautiful energy that we have here on the show, and it's because of our guests. Like, if y'all know, the third represents that third element of our show. She's this. I'm obviously that. This is the third, y'all. Come on,
Trinity, dog.
Y'all better get with it, G, or get left behind, man.
So be sure to give all your Instagram, your Facebook,
and upcoming
website,
events, activities, everything. How can we support?
Yeah.
Okay. You can find me, my website is, of course, jdamari.com.
Straight up.
You can find me on Instagram at jdamari, one word, and on Facebook at jdamari fashion.
And that's spell Damari for him, because I can see it need to be illiterate.
J Damari is JAYDE capital MARI.
Straight like that.
Just like that. And then also we have some upcoming different events. We have some stuff that we're working on scheduling for Atlanta, coming up with fashion presentations. So I'm also going to have that forthcoming on all my social media platforms and things of that nature. So we have a lot of things up in the work, that's coming to fruition.
Right.
That we're gonna definitely keep you guys abreast on.
Well,
Definitely.
again, we appreciate you pulling up and for this exclusive segment of This, That, and the Third. Can we slow clap these beautiful black people out? And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up once again for another dope segment of This, That, and the Third, featuring none other than Miss Demisha Burks and your boy and mine, Kid from Chicago Playground. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the Third. As always, I have my lovely co-host with the most by my side, Miss Reese Peace, the one and only. And we thank y'all for tuning in and turning up with us on the lifestyle show that gives you life. And don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and iTunes and SoundCloud. By searching This, That, and the Third with the third spell I like the Roman numeral 3. Once again, it's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the Third. Miss Reese Peace, the one and only, and we are the undisputed king and queen of Chicago podcast. Check us out.